And welcome back. Here with us now we have Miss Siobhan Foster with a VMS 2024 Resident Satisfaction Survey. Let's get into it. Welcome, Siobhan.
Welcome. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
I know you have a lot to cover, so I will let you just dive right in.
Sure. So this fall in November, VMS did its first resident satisfaction survey. So we wanted to share the results this morning. Those results are also posted on the Village website under the News tab.
Okay, great. Good to know.
And this survey grew out of our May strategic planning effort, where directors and board members met to define priorities for the next 3 years with a key commitment to providing exceptional service to our residents. So we formed an ad hoc committee, and they determined the best way to understand how we're performing is to conduct a resident satisfaction survey.
Sure, makes sense.
So the survey objectives include measuring satisfaction with VMS services, identifying areas for improvement, enabling a consistent way to measure results over time, build confidence in results among the residents and staff, and enhance alignment with resident expectations and organizational goals. The survey, again, was distributed between November 20th and 30th of 2024. The survey could be completed online or via paper. Paper surveys were available at all of our facilities. And the survey was promoted in What's Up in the Village Breeze, and so forth. And we received leadership support from GRF, the Housing Mutual presidents, and club presidents.
Big undertaking.
Yes. I do want to point out that this was a voluntary survey. Voluntary surveys tend to attract polarized responses. Either those people very happy or very dissatisfied with something, while neutral individuals generally don't respond. This is a little different than random sampling, which is the most reliable but very costly. And so we went with the voluntary survey with the thought that it'll provide valuable insights into our situation.
From both perspectives.
Yes. The overall survey response rate was 3%, which may have been influenced by the ID requirement. We required respondents to provide their ID numbers to ensure that they are, in fact, residents and to avoid duplication of submissions. And 6.8% of all submissions were rejected due to missing or invalid IDs.
Wow. Okay.
And getting into the heart of the matter, this chart shows satisfaction by length of residency. The above average score of 3.5 highlights the opportunity for further improvement toward achieving the goal of exceptional service. The survey results provide guidance for targeted efforts. Satisfaction tends, based on residency length, suggests an opportunity to better engage with our longer-term residents. There may be lower satisfaction levels among this group from evolving expectations or comparison to previous service levels. The overall satisfaction by mutuals reflects a consistent satisfaction level across the mutuals.
Wow. Almost identical all across the
Yes.
board.
In terms of satisfaction by function, events, sports and leisure, and amenities ranked very high. And the functional areas in need of improvement are building maintenance and landscaping from our residents' perspective. The next chart shows communication satisfaction by mutual, which again is pretty consistent across the board. And then the next chart shows reliance on communication channels by mutual. Residents primarily rely on email, the Village Breeze, and the Laguna Woods Globe for information. In terms of digital versus paper surveys, out of the more than 800 distributed, 76 hard copy surveys were returned, so most people responded online. And there's little difference in satisfaction levels between digital and paper respondents, as shown on the screen before you. In terms of satisfaction levels between digital and paper respondents, security and maintenance have small differences between the two groups of respondents, but otherwise things are pretty consistent, regardless of how you responded. And then with respect to communication, there's little difference in satisfaction levels between digital and paper respondents. Again, that's shown on the screen before you. And then the next chart shows reliance on communication channel by digital and paper respondents. The key distinction is that paper respondents are less likely to use digital communication channels, as one would expect.
Right.
And then considerations for future surveys. Future VMS surveys should focus on maintaining data reliability and providing actionable insights. Recommendations include retaining ID requirements to ensure data accuracy and prevent duplicate responses, utilizing hybrid format to balance cost considerations with inclusivity, scheduling surveys earlier in the year to align with strategic and budget planning processes, and determining the best way to reach our non-English speakers to make sure that they're well represented in the survey.
Right.
And that's my brief overview this morning. But again, the full survey results are available on the website.
Wonderful. Okay. So are you planning on doing a 2025 survey?
Yes. and
According
we're
to
t-
this, yeah.
Yeah, well,
A little bit earlier in the year, maybe?
yes.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Again, go on Laguna Woods Village website, and you can find out all of this information there. CEO of VMS, Siobhan Foster, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here. And we'll be right back after these messages.